Hello and welcome. You're watching Vnews and here are today's top stories.
Lao leader welcomes Vietnamese foreign minister. Solar hydroelectric power plant runs smoothly. Vietnam's first green buses in southern debut. China approves bill ratifying ASEAN protocol.
Lao National Assembly President Pani Yathotu on August 26 made a working visit to the northern province of Ninh Bình.
At her working session with provincial authorities, the Lao leader said she was pleased with the friendship and cooperation between Ninh Bình and Udamsai provinces. She described the two localities' ties as a clear evidence of the everlasting and special relations between the parties, states, national assemblies, and people of Vietnam and Laos. She asked Ninh Bình province to create favorable conditions for its enterprises to invest in Laos in general and Udamsai province in particular. National Assembly President Yathotu visited the Ninh Bình fertilizer plant and heard the plant's project to exploit rock salt in Laos. This is a key project of the Vietnam chemical industry. She pledged to help step up necessary procedures for the project.
Lao Prime Minister Thông received Vietnamese Foreign Minister Phạm Bình Minh in Vientiane on August 27. The Vietnamese Foreign Minister is currently in Laos for a working visit.
Prime Minister Tham Ma Vong spoke highly of the cooperation between Vietnamese and Lao foreign ministries over the past time. He expressed hope that the two ministries will further their multi-sided cooperation so as to help increase the two countries' ties. Foreign Minister Minh briefed his host of the results of his talks with the Lao Foreign Ministry. He said the two sides exchanged measures to consolidate and intensify the traditional friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation between the two countries. They also discussed issues of common concern. They agreed to continue organizing exchanges between the two ministries and work closely in holding activities in 2012, including activities to mark the 50th anniversary of the establishment of Vietnam-Laos diplomatic ties. The same day, Lao Vice President Bunyang Volachit received the Vietnamese Foreign Minister.
Speaker of Thailand's House of Representatives, Samsak Suranan, received Vietnamese Ambassador to Thailand Ngô Đức Thắng on August 26.
Speaker Somsak told the Vietnamese diplomat that he agreed upon a plan to sign a bilateral labor cooperation between Thailand and Vietnam. He suggested the two countries cooperate in foreign exchange market. The host and guest talked about the latest political and socio-economic situation in their countries and exchanged views on issues of mutual concern. They agreed that strengthening and expanding bilateral cooperation would make the two countries become the main pillars in the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Speaker Somsak plans to visit Vietnam in October.
Cuban newspaper Granma, the official organ of the Communist Party of Cuba, has run an article praising the life and revolutionary career of General Võ Nguyên Giáp on the occasion of his 100th birthday.
Running with the title 100 Years of the Legendary Soldier, the newspaper highlights General Võ Nguyên Giáp as one of the most outstanding figures in Vietnam's history and a great friend of the Cuban people. It said General Giap's life has closely associated with the Vietnamese people's struggle for national liberation as well as the founding of the Vietnam People's Army. On General Giap's 100th birth anniversary, Cuban President Raúl Castro has sent birthday greetings to him. President Raúl Castro praised General Giap's contributions to the revolutionary military strategy field. He said this contribution helped Cuba enrich its military doctrine. On the occasion, General Secretary of the Labor Party of Mexico, Senator Humberto Anaya Gutierrez, also sent birthday congratulations to the Vietnamese legendary general. The senator said as a military strategist, General Giap's teaching become heritages of not only Vietnamese people, but also many generations of social activists in Latin America. He also affirmed that General Giap is one of the most significant symbols in modern time.
The Vietnam news agency VNA has presented the Lao news agency KPL with a book featuring the traditional friendship between the two news agencies.
At the book presentation ceremony in Laos capital city of Vientiane on August 26, KPL General Director Kham Sen Phong Sa thanked the VNA for its effective professional and technical assistance to the KPL in the past years. He said the book is a valuable document telling about Vietnam-Laos special ties and the relations between the VNA and KPL. It will be useful for media workers as well as younger generations of the two countries. For his part, VNA General Director Trần Mai Hường said the book manifests sentiments and cooperation of VNA media workers to the Lao news agency. He expressed his belief that the two news agencies will further promote their friendship and effective cooperation, and that they will work together in enhancing the two countries' friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation. Entitled VNA and KPL, Years of Mutual Development, the book contains illustrated photos and almost 300 pages. It is in both the Vietnamese and Lao languages.
The Sơn La hydroelectric power plant has run smoothly and produced 3.1 billion kilowatt hours since its first turbine turned on in last December. A ceremony to mark the plant's initial success was held on August 26 in the presence of Deputy Prime Minister Hoàng Trung Hải.
Construction of the biggest power plant in Vietnam has progressed significantly, with turbine number 3 of the plant successfully connected to the national power grid on August 23rd. This turbine will add on nearly 10 million kilowatt-hours of power a day to the national grid. At the celebration, Deputy Prime Minister Hải highlighted efforts by engineers, managers, workers, and the Electricity of Vietnam Group. He said they have proven their competence in such large-scale projects like this one. Deputy Prime Minister Hải also praised contributions of the local party organizations, authorities and people in the northern provinces of Sơn La, Điện Biên and Lai Châu, where the Sơn La plant sits. Turbine number 2 began working in April this year. As scheduled, turbine number 4 is to run in December this year and the remaining 2 in August and December next year. The Sơn La hydroelectric power plant is the biggest of its kind in Southeast Asia. It has an investment of 42.47 trillion Vietnam dongs. With a design capacity of 2,400 megawatts, the plant is expected to generate more than 10 billion kilowatt-hours a year for the national grid.
The first buses in Vietnam using energy-efficient fuel made their debut in Ho Chi Minh City on August 26, marking a breakthrough in the city's effort to develop environmentally friendly transport.
Nguyễn Minh Tâm, General Director of the Saigon Bus Company, said on the route of 8.6 kilometers, the green buses are expected to offer service to 12,000 passengers on the total 220 trips a day. Using CNG can save around 30 to 45% of fuel cost as compared to petrol and reduce air pollution. The green buses are also installed with the Global Position System GPS, automatic ticket selling, camera and routine monitoring equipment. Ho Chi Minh City plans to have 29 green buses in the near future and reach 1,680 such buses in 5 years.
The Standing Committee of the National People's Congress, known as China's top legislature, on August 26 ratified the third protocol amending the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation in Southeast Asia.
Chinese Vice Foreign Minister Ttxvn said ratifying the protocol will help exhibit China's political support for the Association of Southeast Asian Nations (ASEAN) and boost ties between China and the European Union. The Treaty of Amity and Cooperation in Southeast Asia was signed in February 1976. It was one of the basic political documents of the ASEAN. The amendment is the third to be made to the treaty. It paves the way for the European Union officially becoming a party to the treaty. Earlier in 2003, China's top legislature approved the country's joining of the treaty and its two previous amending protocols.
And that is all for today. Thank you for watching and see you next time.